Hey, hello there, welcome back to a big old update today as we have a couple things we'll be going over. Right now we have Invest 94p actually right now active right now. That's what I need to say first of all, since next we'll probably show it because JTWC's graphics not updated right now. But that's what the Bureau of Meteorology has added. Right now probably has a low to moderate chance of development at the current moment. So also let's what do you have to say? Let's just get right into it. But right now we have apparently nothing, but we have 94p actually. We have a tropical wave off the coast in Eastern Pacific as well. It's been going on for a couple days now. I don't think it has any chance of development. That's the main issue. That's the main thing. Really across the tropics today, and pretty normal stuff. Really nothing much. But as we enter hurricane season in 15 minutes, golly, we'll be showing. It's gonna be quite interesting. But right now, looking at the watches and warnings map, we have red flag warnings across North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana, Colorado, Nevada, or Arizona, North Carolina, and Virginia. We have red flag warnings for Delaware. High wind warnings for for Delaware, Maryland, West Virginia, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, with also wind advisories going across Wisconsin, Illinois, and across many portions, much of Northeast and Southern California. Red flag warnings / flood watch, for across Texas, and we'll be getting actually right into the moderate risk we have for excessive rainfall. Actually, we'll be entering right into that after we get into still looking at surface analysis right now though. 21Z, we have pretty large front right now, very strong, very deep low, 978 millibars across the Northeast right now. Has been bringing all those gusty winds. We had a severe thunderstorm warning actually across DC and points towards the north, and also towards the east for 70 miles per hour winds. We have many damage reports from it. Something to note. We don't do entire videos on that, so something to note really. But looking at for tomorrow though at 12Z, we have some thunderstorms across most of Texas as well, and also Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and New Mexico, with another wave coming off of across the east coast, the west coast, and the Canadian border is going to be bringing in some very warm temperatures into the 80s, potentially even 90s across most of the plain states as well. And since it's pretty deep pressure gradient, it's going to be expected to bring some possibly some wind gusts up to 45 miles per hour. But now looking on to across, and then on Sunday we have thunderstorms across Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Texas. We have a stationary boundary set up across Nevada through Wisconsin. We're going to be seeing some thunderstorms across this, and that's why we used to have a marginal risk. Now it's no longer a marginal risk across there. But still looking at Monday, we have thunderstorms across from Illinois, Iowa, and Missouri, stretching all the way off to the east coast towards North Carolina, even in the Gulf state. But it could be setting up for risk severe weather in the next 4 days, and we'll be going out actually over that very soon enough, to say the least. But however though, it's quite going to be pretty large scale, quite the trough, and it's going to continue to push eastward. We have thunderstorms across from Illinois, Missouri, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, dipping all the way to Louisiana, Texas, also across Alabama, Mississippi, patched in red as well. However though, moving on though, we have another wave coming off of the west coast, as another system that's going to be pulling through. However though, the system continues to pull off to the east coast. We've seen thunderstorms across from the Gulf Coast all the way to Pennsylvania. As this shows across Wyoming and Colorado, we have thunderstorms as well. That waves continue to but right now, this won't probably bring a significant warm up though across the Midwest or even the Northeast. But again, that system is going to continue to pull off to the east. And as it does, we're still going to bring thunderstorms across Florida, Georgia, maybe a small portion of South Carolina. Then we also have another low coming across, heading onto shore now around this time. But really, looking at CPC outlook though, when we get that later towards the video, later down the line, you'll get to see. Looking at that though, the wave continues. Come off the next day on day 7, and we still have thunderstorms across Florida, and maybe that wave could be bringing us short-term warm-up across the Midwest. Right now, we still have a long time to go, and that's why it's quite uncertain on what's going to occur or not. But anyways, though, we'll be moving on to precipitation, how much we're expecting across the U.S. next 7 days. As looking at that though, heavy rainfall is expected across the Gulf Coast, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee. We could be seeing up to around 7 inches, maybe 5 to 7 inches across, especially the Mississippi, Louisiana border. In areas across Texas as well, today it's already received nearly 10 inches of rain. That's why we still have a moderate risk in place for excessive rainfall. We'll be actually entering that very soon. So looking at that, we have a moderate risk of flash flooding across Texas, then slight risk across Texas, and also a marginal across Texas. Anyways, though, significant for numerous numerous flash flood events is possible tonight across the Houston area, maybe even heading towards the south as well. Right now, heavy rainfall from this morning is gonna get, as more rain is gonna be moving in tonight. That's why we have a marginal risk of severe weather, as we could be seeing some areas receiving some excessive rainfall. That could be not very good. We still have a slight risk though for tomorrow across Texas, and also across maybe western Louisiana, Texas, under a marginal risk. So, anyways, though, it is definitely quite interesting to say the least, though. Oh, 94p just died. Okay. Anyways, though, what was I about to say? I don't know. But moving on though, we have marginal on day 3 across Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, maybe western Alabama, and southeastern Arkansas. Also marginal across Colorado, the northeastern corner of Colorado, I mean. So looking at the overall next couple of days, we're looking at severe weather threat, and on top of that, you could be seeing not just maybe several inches of rain. But looking at this though, we have a marginal risk across Texas for day 1. Day 2, we have a marginal risk across Texas and eastern Louisiana. And day 3, we have a slight risk across southern Tennessee, maybe eastern, maybe western actually, Louisiana for day 2. Eastern, so southern Tennessee, and then eastern Arkansas, and then also for maybe a portion of Texas, Louisiana, and also from Mississippi. We also have a marginal across Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Tennessee, Alabama for day 3, and then day 4 we have a 15% across Missouri, Kansas, northern, maybe northeastern corner of Texas, and also Oklahoma and Arkansas. Day 5 is predictability is too low. Same thing with day 6, day 7, day 8. So looking at the next several days though is interesting to say the least, and so yeah, we'll see what goes on. I doubt anything right now for day 5 through 8, much is going to be going on. But looking at for tonight though, we have 2% tornado. Oh wow! Across the Gulf Coast, we have 2% tornado, And across also southern Texas, we have 5% wind, 5% hail. As we wait for this to scroll down, you'll get the full picture. But yeah, it's certainly interesting to say the least. But we'll be seeing on the picture what's going on. So anyways, though, looking at tomorrow, though, I have 2% tornado, 5% wind, I think, 5% hail. Tornado risk across Gulf Coast still in points. More out to inland, and the same thing across western Louisiana as well. Can't get my directions right tonight, so oops. Anyways, looking at that though, as looking at on the next day, day 3, I realized something. We don't have the probabilistic update. It's a mess right now tonight. Please excuse us, as we're just gonna name it out. 15% probabilistic chances across the slight risk. 5% probabilistic chance severe weather within 25 miles of a given point. Across to where you are, across the marginal risk. Then looking at day 4, I've also you have a closer picture. 15%, not 30%. 15%. We do not want another 15%, and we'll keep it that way. But anyways, though, we'll be moving on to the CPC outlook, and like me, you might not be happy about it. I'm not happy about it, but yeah, let's just get right into it. Actually, so across the Northeast, we have way below average, and then across the Southwest, we have way above average. And then across maybe Washington, Oregon, we have below average. I'm not happy about this. Below average temperatures. I don't like it. I wish I could get warmer, but maybe with the precipitation outlook, it might make up for it. Might. This might. But looks like the overall trend is gonna be colder to the east, warmer to the west, and also that trend across east. Maybe some precipitation across the west, less precipitation. But looking across the Northeast though, Midwest, portions of Midwest, and across Montana, Idaho, Washington, Oregon, we have above average precipitation. It's quite interesting to say the least. But however though, we'll see what goes down. Flip it. Turn it off. So across the Northeast, we're looking at around neutral temperatures. Maybe some below average temperatures are possible. Turn it off, please. Okay. Then across the northern plains, about below average. Then across the south, majority of the south actually, it's more of a quite division really. Yeah, below average. We have above average temperatures. So, looking at the precipitation outlook, we're still seeing basically across the west coast. We still see below average. Across the southeast, we see a below average, and across the rest of the U.S., we're seeing above average. Oh, see. So, yeah, it's quite the pattern to say the least. As temperatures hopefully warm up. Hopefully, keyword. We'll see what it entails. But anyways though, that's all I have to say. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoy. As quite the messy weather update, and it's quite long. Severe weather maybe Monday. Right now NAM is showing instability around 1,000 to 2,000 joules per kilogram across Illinois, 4,000 across Arkansas. Shear is looking meh. around 40 knots maybe. Overall, across my neck of the woods in Illinois, it's not looking that much in my opinion. Maybe across down south. Anyways, that's all I have to say, and yeah, goodbye.